I'm about to go bald for a day, and I feel really nervous.
When I was 18, I was diagnosed with alopecia and my hair started to fall out. 7 months ago, I just got annoyed with it all and I completely shaved my head.
I shaved my head a year ago because I wanted to explore my confidence outside of my hair.
My ultimate goal is to make it as long as possible to where it just flows unprovoked. Unprovoked swaying.
I always took pride in having decently long hair. About 4 years ago, I did do the big chop. And that was a huge step for me, but it was all in efforts to get my hair healthy again and to get it back to where it used to be.
It wasn't like I loved my hair every day and I wasn't just like thinking I had the best hair in the world, but I was so able to not even think about it. I could just get up and go, and it was incredibly easy to manage. And then when I got diagnosed with alopecia, all of a sudden something that I had completely taken for granted became this like huge thing every day.
Growing up, there was never like a woman that took charge and just shaved her head because she wanted to. I wanted to like take that step and try to be that person for some little girl or boy out there to just like rock nothing and be confident in that.
Completely covering up something that's such a big part of my identity is really scary to me.
I would love to sit here and say, yeah, I think I could be confident without my hair. My hair doesn't define me. Like, I've had short hair before, it'll be fine. But like, I think tomorrow is gonna definitely be a wake-up call to just learning more about myself and what makes me me and what makes me feel good.
I see a lot of people with shaved heads, which is funny. Like, there's literally a girl who lives down the street from me who just has a shaved head because like she thinks it looks badass and she loves Amber Rose.
I recognize that it is a privilege that I can even do this experiment just for a day, while there are people who don't have a choice.
We're gonna do it. I'm gonna sit there for 2 hours and be bald. Oh my God.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I wasn't expecting to look this bald. So I'm about to go live my life completely bald. We'll see how it goes.
We look fierce.
We do look fierce.
We look fierce.
I will say I'm not as nervous anymore now that I see we both have very cute heads.
Yeah. I went bald for a day and it was an emotional roller coaster.
Damn, girl, you looking mighty good. Let me touch it.
Yeah.
Can I touch it?
Yeah, you can touch it, yeah.
Oh my gosh, you have a great head shape.
The main word that I could say to describe how I was feeling is just shock.
It really brings out your eyes and your eyebrows and like, I don't know, I just feel like I'm seeing a whole new side of you.
Everyone was just complimenting us.
Turn around, stop.
Oh my God, you guys look beautiful.
I was just taking all these external compliments in order to feel good with myself. I've never based my own self-worth or how I view myself with how other people see me. This really opened my eyes to the fact that I can be so vulnerable to that.
I was expecting you guys to be cone heads, I think. That's why I don't think it's that weird. You know what I mean?
Actually, you look so good.
Becky's given us 3 challenges. Challenge number 1 is to wear our favorite outfit and see if we feel as confident in it without our hair. I wore a dress that is most quintessential Chantel.
I wore an outfit that I really, really like, which was a cheetah crop top, overalls, and my Adidas.
Normally when I wear that, I'll get remarks like, oh, you look like this Grecian goddess. When I had my bald cap on, people were saying that I looked like I should be meditating or sitting atop a mountain or like farming goats.
You immediately look like every person in like a sci-fi movie. This is like very firmly like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Initially, I felt self-conscious. I am not as confident as I thought I would be. I am trying to channel Amber Rose, but yeah, I can't get there. I put on soft sunglasses, and then I felt like a whole new person. Shades on, yep, I'm doing it. Amber, I see you. Hey girl. It was kind of disappointing that I needed an accessory to validate how pretty I felt. We were also challenged to see if we still felt sexy or desirable with no hair.
You look great, it's very smooth. You look like Dr. Evil.
I don't think I felt super sexy with a bald head. But then I realized that I don't think I feel super sexy just in life, and I don't think it has anything to do with me being bald.
I think you look really cute. I think this could like be a look for you.
I didn't really feel less feminine while wearing the bald cap, but I think that's because I had compensated with other ways. I made sure to wear very dramatic winged eyeliner, put on more mascara than usual because I was like, I'm not gonna have anything else to do. Our last challenge that Becky gave us was to go into a public space and not give any disclaimers about why we were bald. And this was so hard.
Because we went to a fast food restaurant right across the street from a high school right when school let out, and it was filled with high schoolers.
There was one squad that stopped us and asked for a picture.
And I think it took a lot out of both Chantel and I to not give a disclaimer as to why we were bald. That was a big challenge, but we held strong. Right, Shanti?
It was so hard, it was so weird.
Nothing was said about us being bald, and we realized that we cared way more about us being bald than anyone else did. So it's time to get my bald cap removed.
I don't know that I'm excited to get it off. I was just kind of living with it and it was fine. But I'm curious to see if I feel differently about my hair once it's fully out and hitting my shoulders again.
I don't think I can accurately judge what it's like to be bald just from one day. So I don't know, I wish I could experience it for longer. I got a really tiny glimpse into what it's like to be bald.
If I was by myself the entire day, I would have been so scared. There are quite a few people who are bald because of forces beyond their control that are often the only ones in that situation. And so you don't have a buddy, you don't have an ally that you could be standing next to.
This was more of an exercise for myself to see like where my confidence lies and if I could slay life without hair.
I do fully realize that a big reason why I probably wasn't scared was because I knew that I still had all my hair underneath this bald cap and would have it at the end of the day.
In terms of confidence and feeling unstoppable, I had to dig super deep within myself to grab that confidence from somewhere else because I didn't have my hair.
Coming into this, I felt so attached to my hair, and now I don't feel quite as attached to it.
This was a really rewarding experience for really unexpected reasons, and I can't say that I wouldn't shave my head one day.
When did you first start wearing makeup?
Probably started wearing makeup like a couple years ago, probably like in high school when I saw everybody else wearing it, and I also started getting like worse like red acne and stuff like that, and I was more insecure because I would see other girls wearing it and I wanted to, I guess, be prettier.
Right, so the first time I started wearing makeup was probably in like 8th grade, just because I think I went with my mom to get like foundation or something stupid like that, and then from then on I've just started wearing it almost every day.
Why do you think makeup is like such an integral part of just like your daily life?
Probably because I don't honestly have the strongest self-esteem, and I do use it to kind of cover up imperfections like on my face and everything. And a lot of other people do wear makeup for that reason, but some don't, which props to them.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I'm not one of those people just because I feel like makeup gives me that self-confidence I need to like get through my day and do the things I want to do.
So how would you feel if you were asked to go a day without makeup?
A day without makeup is, I just feel like I'd be really insecure the whole day, and like no matter what I was like wearing or like anything else that I did, I would just kind of feel, I guess, just like ugly, honestly. I would just feel not, I guess, like my best self, and that I could look better.
I'd probably hate it, but it's probably a good thing that I'm gonna do it. Have never gone to school without wearing makeup before.
Why is that? Like, do you think that there's like a social stigmatism to not wearing makeup?
The fact that it's something I do every day and it's just like a routine at this point, and I don't know, it gives me that self-esteem I need to kind of go to school. I don't know, I'm nervous about it, honestly.
How do you take society's role in a woman wearing makeup?
I think a lot of like hypocriticalness out there when it comes to makeup. You know, guys who have acne, they aren't expected to cover it up. I feel like if you do see a girl out there who has acne and she's not wearing makeup, then it's just kind of like, well, why isn't she wearing makeup? Like, does she not know how to put it on? And that's how I always felt too. So I just feel like with society, there's definitely like a way bigger expectation for women to like look beautiful pretty much all the time and cover up their imperfections, but with guys it's just, oh, I have acne, I'm a guy, I can't wear makeup. So
you feel like there's a different expectation from boys and girls regarding makeup?
If girls notice more just because they go through it, and since they notice it on themselves, they would notice it on other girls. But boys, they don't really have to deal with that thing on a daily basis, so they wouldn't notice it as much as another girl would. There's a big expectation for women to present themselves makeup-wise. If you don't wear makeup, then there's something wrong, that something's off with you that day. Seem normal, in a sense, to not wear makeup on a daily basis.
So how do you think guys versus girls would react to your day without makeup?
I'm kind of surprised if anybody really noticed, because I feel like most of it is really just in my head. But I feel like guys probably won't even know the difference. But I mean, I feel like girls who, it's stuff that you talk about with them frequently, so I feel like they probably take more notice. But guys, they don't really care about makeup either way. So I think girls will definitely have more of a realization of what's going on than guys will. Like girls, they would notice and like ask me, be like, oh, why not? Like not in a bad way, just like maybe something happened or.
I could see some of my close friends saying like, hey, I noticed you're not wearing makeup today. I honestly don't see people coming up to me like, hey, why aren't you wearing makeup today?
Why do you feel like you don't typically wear makeup to school?
I never have the time. It would just make me late for every single thing that I did. So I kind of just cut that out of my morning routine and just go about my day.
Do you ever feel like there's pressure from society or people around you to wear makeup?
Personally, no. Because I am surrounded by girls that do wear makeup. For me, I feel awkward with it on. Because I guess I'm just so used to my face as it is and being comfortable with just like walking out like this, that when I do put makeup on, I feel people would notice more, and I honestly feel more self-conscious with makeup on. Hi guys! So right now, they're taking their makeup off. How are you guys feeling? We're about to go out to dinner.
I'm feeling fantastic.
You look good.
Oh damn, I'm like a tomato. And I don't know, I feel fresh.
Right, you don't notice until someone brings it up.
Yeah.
Like me. Yeah.
So how did you guys feel? I'll ask Kathy. So,
yeah, I'm doing good.
Okay. How do you guys feel about, going out in public without makeup on, seeing people's reactions, non-reactions?
I mean, there's no reaction really.
Yeah.
But it just feels like, I guess like when you know that you don't have it on, you just feel like, I guess more like self-conscious. Like when you think about it, you just feel like, oh, like are people noticing? Like can they tell? But
yeah,
I don't know. I honestly didn't even feel like people noticed at all, or I didn't bring it to my attention until like right now when you're interviewing me about it.
House. I do not put any makeup on. I mean, I'm kind of nervous, but I'm not really worried about it. It is mostly just something that I'm insecure about that nobody else probably notices. So I guess it'll just be interesting to try and be aware of others' reactions. So we'll see.
Hey guys, so it's the morning of the experiment and I'm honestly feeling not so great just because I have all this blotchy skin right now and it doesn't look good, but hopefully the day will be fine and I'll look not as blotchy by first period.
Do you notice anything different about us today?
You're not wearing makeup.
You're not wearing makeup?
And how did you know?
I could just tell.
How? Was it like easy to tell or was it like
yeah, because you
hard?
wear like a lot of eyeliner.
Usually do the goth look.
Your hair looks nice.
Okay, what else?
Not wearing makeup.
Yeah! Did you notice before I pointed it out?
No. You look cute as always.
Sick.
Bella or
No.
Isabella? Or
Well, both of us.
Both of us.
No.
Not wearing
No.
makeup? There you go. You got it.
I
How did you
couldn't
notice, or do you notice?
I didn't notice have like a paler tone.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't pay
Mainly
attention
you.
to things.
No.
I feel normal, honestly. I mean, I can kind of tell when I ask people.
They do notice, which is weird. I didn't think they would be able to notice.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't make me feel bad. It's just, it's noticeable.
Yeah. Which I didn't think was
Like when I
noticeable
notice other
at
girls
all.
aren't wearing makeup, it's not a bad thing. It's noticeable.
Yeah.
You have a sister. You have a choke. You have curly hair, and it's wet. You're not wearing makeup?
Yeah, he got it.
I mean, do you?
I don't know. No.
Do you? What seems different? Anything? Just guess.
I have no idea.
No idea.
Makeup.
How did you know?
Oh gosh.
How can you tell?
You guys just look more tired? I don't know.
Your nose ring? Your hair? Your what? You're married? Your nails? Your hair? Braces? I don't know.
Okay. I'm not wearing any makeup.
Oh.
Could you tell?
No?
You're both wearing jeans. Oh, you're not wearing makeup.
You weren't supposed to say that.
Yeah, I noticed it. Put makeup on. Dirty women.
How's your day today?
My day was good, but I definitely was really self-aware of what was going on. You feel paranoid. You're just like, oh, are people looking at me? Do people notice?
Alright. I didn't honestly feel that comfortable throughout the day. I just felt insecure basically throughout the day because I didn't have that like confidence because I wasn't wearing makeup, and I felt very exposed almost. And we would ask them, did notice that we weren't wearing makeup. I honestly expected no one to really notice, but they did. And that honestly isn't a bad thing, but it just like shows to me that like it is something that you take note of, and it may not be a bad versus good thing.
Did you notice any differences between what boys were saying and what girls were saying when we...
Boys genuinely didn't really notice. It's not that they don't care, it's just that they really don't pay attention to those kind of things. But with girls, because it is commonality between the two, they understand. So they notice it, but you know, they don't really necessarily make comments about it. Like, it's nothing that you would ever point out unless the other person asked, like I did. So I think it's like, overall, no one really cares. But when it comes to noticing, I definitely noticed that girls could tell more than guys could.
I saw a lot of similarities between the two, but I did notice that some of the boys were more likely to not notice that we weren't wearing makeup just because they don't really, I guess, care about the type of thing, whereas girls do understand. I think the guys were more like straight up about it if they did notice, while the girls may have been more hesitant to even like say that they did notice in order to like protect us from like hurting our feelings or anything.
Think you would do this ever again?
Not like intentionally like this, probably not. I don't think it's bad that I need makeup to get through my day. It's just part of my daily routine and I feel better with it, so I wouldn't really see the need to do it again, I guess.
No. It made me very insecure throughout the day, honestly. I do like that I did it, but to me, makeup does give me that self-confidence that I have, and I'm probably going to continue wearing it.